I am so excited. I finished a sweater. This will be, I think, my third sweater that I've ever made. And those are bigger projects. I'm so happy. Yay. But on this one, I made a huge mistake. And I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, I'm an avid knitter, crocheter, and spinner. And I love all things yarn. And my goal is to build a community of like minded people to share this love of yarn. Join the community by hitting subscribe down below. Thanks. So, here's a story about this beautiful sweater. It all started when I decided I wanted to make some type of sweater, but I didn't have a pattern in mind, which was probably pre-mistake number one is I needed a good pattern. And I hadn't really fallen in love with one yet. So I bought the yarn anyway. It's this beautiful variegated browns. It just makes Southwest. It makes me feel like it's so colorful. It's a Merino Singles by Mad Tosh on one of their hand dyed yarns. And I bought two skeins of it, and I bought two skeins of this cream color, um, Yarn Citizen. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna make something. Well, I started knitting tea that I did not love, and so I stopped doing that. And I was like, no, I'm gonna use this beautiful yarn. So I thought I'd make a shawl. I took that out after about 6 inches or something, didn't like that. And then I settled on, okay, I'm gonna crochet a sweater. So I crochet along, I use up all the yarn to make this crocheted sweater, but end up that it only comes like to here. And I'm like, oh, I need some more yarn. Well, I go on the website where I bought this yarn from, Jimmy Beans Wool, and they didn't have the color. It was all gone. Like so sad. And I was like, okay, what do I do? Well, maybe I'll just use the white and have these huge stripes. But I was like, well, the line is like right here. That would be kind of awkward. So I was like, nah. So it sat in my box. But of course, this yarn it haunted me. And I was like, I gotta do something with it. And so I was surfing the internet and found a sweater pattern called the Plummery cardigan. And I will put the link to the pattern in the show notes. And I really liked it because it had these really wide borders, edges, and a wide edge here. And I thought, well, that would be perfect for a two-colored sweater. The maker of it, the writer of the pattern, did a single color throughout, but I was like, well, this would really work well with my cream and tonal colors that I have here. So I'm going to do it. So I did. Only my next, I wouldn't call this a mistake because this was a choice on my part. I did do a swatch, and I chose to stick with the needle size of US size 10, but I used fingering weight yarn instead of, I think she calls for worsted weight yarn. And I chose this because I wanted to have a sweater I could wear to work, even when it's like 90 degrees in Texas here. It's still kind of chilly in the hospital, but it's not chilly. So you want something that's like lighter fabric. And I figured that using the larger needle size would make kind of a lighter fabric with the fingering weight yarn, which it did. I'm in love with the fabric that it made. And I don't know if you can kind of see. It was just a little see through, but it worked out just perfectly. I love that. Well, I had my plan all in place, and I took apart my sweater that I had made. It had sat in the box for about a year, and this is where a big mistake came in. So, of course, with crochet, there's a lot of extra loops, and what I got was this very springy yarn, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I know that when I wash it, that'll all come out, is what I was thinking. Which true, it does all come out when you wash it. But I knitted it up all springy like that. And Then I finished it this weekend and washed it. And what what I originally knitted as more of a crop so that it would end right here at my waistline actually ends more like down at my hips. So it grew 6 inches. And I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. It's still a beautiful sweater. I love it. I'll probably be wearing it a whole lot this season. It's very in style, the colors and the Southwest, especially in Texas. And but I was just like, whoa, what happened? So this is what I should have done, and this is my big mistake. Is I should have, after frogging, which means taking apart a project, because you rip it, rip it, rip it. You got me. Then you're supposed to put that on a Swift, tie it, and then wash it like you would wash a skein of handspun yarn to finish it. So you're kind of just like refinishing that yarn, and then it comes out normal, and then knit with it. And then you actually get a really good understanding of what the length of what you're knitting is instead of guessing and getting super surprised at the end, because there was no way I could accurately measure any of what I was knitting because of just the springiness of the yarn. So, a lesson learned. If you ever are frogging any type of yarn and you're going to plan to reuse it again, which is totally normal, and I'm sure we all do that all the time, make sure you wash it first, and then continue with the joy of knitting whatever you're working on. So, thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow. Bye.